Welcome one and all. I am Dr. Gayatri Devi, Associate Professor and Head Department of Psychology, Avinash Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Today we are going to see various aspects in positive psychology. Actually, positive psychology will help a person to lead a happy and fruitful life. I hope this course and the various aspects of positive psychology, if you learn, you will be able to overcome any of your problems and you can lead a happy and healthy life. The overview of my presentation consists of introduction, positive psychology, emergence of positive psychology, history of positive psychology, optimism versus pessimism. Positive psychology means helping an individual to understand how he can lead the life well. It requires a balance between aiming for the things one wants and moving away from the things he doesn't want. Positive means thinking or talking mainly about the good things in a situation in a way that makes an individual feel hopeful and confident. Positive psychology answers the following questions such as what makes life worth living? What does it mean to live a good life? How can we become more resilient? And how can we ease or even prevent the suffering caused by depression and trauma? All these questions and make us lead happier, healthier and fulfilling lives by in studying about positive psychology. Emergence of positive psychology. Positive psychology emerged much later due to a realization that psychology had become a field focusing on mental illness and suffering such as anxiety, depression and many more. There were very less focus of the available branches of psychology on positivity, hope, happiness and well-being. Martin Seligman, the founder of positive psychology, along with his colleagues, termed this focus on the negative side as a blind spot. One of the major blind spots was that future was largely decided by the past. This notion gives little room for progress and positivity. Positive psychology refers to things such as joy, serenity, courage, optimism, altruism, peace, perseverance, creativity, resilience, and love. Positive psychology postulates getting rid of what an individual does not want in the life does not automatically bring what he wants. Absence of negative is not necessarily positive. Positive psychology uses scientific methods try to understand what makes an individual flourish and to identify concrete steps to increase the well-being. History of positive psychology. Confucius lived in China 2500 years ago, was an early and influential thinker who emphasized the importance of proper social relationship for individual and societal well-being. Socrates, a Greek philosopher, studied the rigorous methods of inquiry philosophers had developed to understand the physical world and applied these methods to the investigation of how to live this life well. Plato wrote many dialogues exploring a range of topics fundamental to him in flourishing. The topics includes virtue, justice, courage, piety, truth, pleasure, creativity, beauty, and love. Plato's most famous student was Aristotle, who wrote extensively about human flourishing and the character needed to achieve it. William James, considered to be the father of American psychology, had an intense interest in optimal human functioning. Nearly 100 years before the official founding of positive psychology, James studied what he called healthy mindedness and called for a branch of psychology to investigate human powers and how their full range can best be unlocked in different types of people. Abraham Maslow emphasized the importance of human potential and the self-actualization desire an individual to realize the potential. The field of positive psychology arose at the end of the 20th century when psychologists like Martin Seligman and others began developing ways of studying various aspects of positive human experience and positive human functioning scientifically. Flourishing is a state where people experience positive emotions, positive psychological functioning, and positive social functioning, most of the time living with an optimal range of human functioning. Flow is when time stops for an individual when he feels completely with the task he is doing. For an example, feeling one with any hobby or work. There is no emotion associated with it and no cognition. It is a very important state and it is a state like serenity and contentment, complete involvement, and it is one of the highest forms of well-being. How do you know if you have positivity in you? When a bad event occurs, do you think it is permanent and temporary, localized or omnipresent, controllable or uncontrollable? Optimism versus pessimism. Optimists are people who, when bad events occur, believe it is a temporary. It is just this one situation. I can do something about it and it is not my fault. Whereas pessimists are people who, when bad events occur, believe it is permanent. It will affect the whole life. I am helpless and it is all my fault. They catastrophize the event no matter how small. This is called explanatory style. Thank you for listening. Take care and try to be positive.